Okay, we're going to do this in one take. I'm up here on a northwest exposure. It is September 26th, coast range, probably 1,500 feet. And I'm looking for mushrooms. I'm not really looking. I'm in a good spot, a known spot for me where I typically find white chanterelles. So I'll take you along for this trip. I can't give you any more details than that, but there's a lot of patches this year. You should be able to find some. All right, off we go. Well, looky here. That's not a white chanterelle. It's a beautiful little golden chanterelle. So, those buttons they taste great. Sorry about the shakiness. Now, with these white chanterelles, I've always found them to be more likely to show up as a shrump or a dome under the moss. Here's an example. There's one that's not in the best condition. In fact, most of it's been chewed off by squirrels, which is great. They need them. Here's another one. It's a little fresher. You can see these are quite similar to the golden chanterelles, but they're really a lot stockier. They add up weight a lot faster. All right, we'll just set that one there. You don't need to be patient while I trim and stash. Okay, here's another one that's going to come up under this duff and split. That's a common occurrence. Still, there's a lot of good mushroom there. Oh, and I left that there for the squirrels. Now we'll just, in this location, they tend to flush in a line up and down the hill. So here's another one. I just yanked the part of the cap off, but I'm not here to pick commercially. I'm just here to get some mushrooms for dinner. Here's a smaller version. Might have lost some of that to the squirrels too. We'll look up here. This location, I typically find several lines of mushrooms. There you see that one? That one's probably more than one. Yeah, it looks like it's a few. So nice sized mushrooms. There's 3 and 4. Now I see a little bulge here. I'm going to check that. Nothing. There's a few more up here at the base of this tree. And we'll harvest those too. See, they're just a flat out beautiful mushroom they are. Here's some more. And I could wait for these to get bigger, but it's a bit of a drive in here, and I just soon pick them while the picking's good. Not okay. So there was under this fern, the sword fern. There's duff, and just poking around there, I was able to locate another one. So I'll keep probing and prodding. I think there's one at the base of this tree. There's something. Is that a... Yep, that's a white chanterelle. Okay, see, starting to get a decent little pile. And I believe that there's going to be another flush. We just had some pretty good rain last couple days. And there's a better than even chance we're going to have rain next week too. And that should help to inspire the mushrooms to make themselves known. We're just going up and down the hill looking for lumps in the moss at this point. If I see something white, great, but I'm going to check every lump, see if there's mushroom underneath it. No. Well, that might be it for this spot this year. It's still a couple pounds of mushrooms, and in my opinion, the white chanterelles are not just bigger, they taste better than the golden chanterelles. I have managed to pick up a few lobsters and golden chanterelles today in addition. So, oh, I see something down there. I'm going to approach it, see if you can spot it under the ferns. Yep, looks like there's a few of them down there. So with these, it pays to be careful where you step. Now these are all busted loose, so that tells me something came in here and dug them up. They're kind of a brittle stem mushroom, not like a rusula, but because they're not a hollow stem, but they break off from the underground growth pretty easily. And I'll take most of what I find. There's a few more. Oops! You almost got to hear me fall down. Now the plants surrounding this, mostly Oregon grape, salal. There's a high bush red huckleberries and sword ferns. And as is typical with most chanterelles in Oregon, I'd say these are 50-year-old Douglas fir trees. All right. There's a few more in this patch than there was in the last one. All right, so that's enough filming of that. I'm gonna go get my mushroom bag. Oh, no, there's a few more under here. It always pays to keep looking. I'm about ready to start taking my clamming rake out here, just so that when I find a spot, I can easily push the ferns and the Oregon grape, and the salal, and other underbrush aside. Just look, see? Here's another one. I kind of stepped on it. And all around the base of this sword fern, there is a flush of these guys. Okay, I'm not going to damage the fern. I just want to get these mushrooms out around the base. Interesting. Those are all constrained by the vegetation around them into somewhat odd shapes. Okay, well, every time I look a little, I find a few more, so I'm going to keep looking at them. Sorry for the jitteriness. This is just a kind of spur of the moment thing. I wasn't planning on making a video, but I have high confidence Okay, see that under there? See if you can see that. I don't know if the video is good enough. You see just the edge of that thing. It's right in there. You see the rim around the cap? All right, that's where it is. I'm gonna zoom out. It's shaky enough, isn't it? Huh? Was I wrong? Nope, I wasn't. I thought it is easy to mistake mushroom for an Oregon grape leaf, and vice versa. The interesting thing about these white chanterelle flush is they're usually dense, compact enough that it pays to dig around. I'll look more closely around a chanterelle or a white chanterelle flush than I will for golden chanterelle. Okay, well, that's enough for now.